Welcome back to Real Estate Investing Made Simple. Thank you so much for joining us every Monday. Every Monday, we do the show on. Why you spreading your jacket, dude?
No, I wanted to be like you.
That was kind of, inappropriate, dude.
Kinda.
It's weird. Kind of weird. Every Monday, we bring you this show, Real Estate Investing Made Simple. My name's Grant Cardone. This is Captain Ryan. Our company is CardoneAcquisitions.com. If you want to invest with us, if you don't have the know-how, you have the money, you love real estate, but you don't have the time to do it, you can always reach out to Captain Ryan at CardoneAcquisitions.com, or you can go to ArmandInvestment.com, which is our most recent offering. We've already sold about 25% of that offering out. Our first offering, by the way, was sold at 100%. Average fund sells at about 60%. We sold at 100%, and the average investment amount was over 200% higher than the entire nation's offerings. Dude, that's what happens when you got a good reputation. Now, today we're talking about due diligence. Due diligence is what allows you the confidence, and the bank the confidence, and your investors the confidence to know whether you want to do the deal or not, okay? Mm-hmm. So we do our due diligence faster than most companies. Most companies in the LOI, the letter of intent to purchase, the letter of intent happens. Hey, my letter of intent, I want to buy your property, okay? In that letter of intent, and we'll be doing a whole show on letter of intents in the future, one of the things is, how long do you need for due diligence, right? Due diligence is the reasonable steps taken by a person or a company in order to satisfy whether or not you're going to buy the deal, and also the legal requirements required by the bank. So we typically take 20 days. In those 20 days, what do we want to look at traditionally from the seller? What do we want them to provide us?
So first and foremost, what we'll do is we'll get a big file. And in that file, it comes,
like this.
All this information. So anywhere from previous inspections, environmental checks.
Okay, environmental
checks. You have
rent rolls,
possibly existing debt. So you'll have
any existing debt. We want to see their loan.
We want all the history on rehab or any money put into the property.
Okay.
So we want the when we go to do the walkthroughs on the property, we actually go through all of the leases. So really, it's a big picture. First, it's a big picture, but then you really get into the nitty gritty.
So one of the first things we're going to look at, since he gave a big broad stroke there.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to want the rent rolls. Okay. The bank's going to want the rent rolls. Dude, you said you got Bob Smith. You said you got people paying $765 a month there. I need to see every rent roll. Or the rent roll. I need to see every tenant, when they moved in, when they moved out, when it expires, when that lease expires. Is this even legitimate? By the way, if you're looking at a due diligence and you're trying to buy this thing right now and you see that everybody just moved in the last 60 days, why, man? Why did all of a sudden they load up, man? They went from a 90% occupancy to 96% because they knew they were going to sell, so they just started freaking calling heads on beds. Mm-hmm. Okay, they jammed up the units to prepare for a sale. Okay, so one, I need the rent rolls. That's why, what's the number one question I ask you guys in that office? I ask it over and over, dude. Every time we get to a question mark.
You ask.
Every time I'm wondering.
What's the zero about?
No.
I don't know. What's the income?
No. Most important piece of due diligence. You'll never read about it in a book. Do I want the deal?
Hey, if you like watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like, and we love your comments. Also, remember, you can find Grant's podcast on Stitcher and iTunes. And if you never want to miss Grant Cardone, go to GrantCardoneTV.com, where all his shows are broadcast live. That's GrantCardoneTV.com.